here tonight at the Art of Frankenweenie exhibition with producer Allison Abbate.
What we wanted to do is we wanted to bring people into the world of making the film, and so really it's about kind of taking a peek behind the curtain and seeing kind of what goes on there. And what we have is, what we're standing in front of right here is the Art of Tim Burton desk, and it really shows you how we go from a sketch that Tim has done right through to the puppet process. And then we brought 3 actual sets from the film with puppets on them so that you can really see what it's like if you were to stop an animator mid-animation to see what he was doing. That's what it would look like.
If you're a fan of the original Tim Burton short, the 30-minute short that he did back in the early 80s, you won't be disappointed, but this takes it all into a new world of stop-motion animation. And Tim wanted to expand the story. The original Frankenstein mythology has a lot more going on, and bring to it an homage to some of the great monster movies of the 50s and 60s, paying tribute to the Godzillas and Invisible Mans and Creature from the Black Lagoon and all those movies, along with the original story of a boy and his dog that's very much a part of the original movie.
Went right from Tim's sketches to the puppets, and so that's what we have here are the kind of the quick sketches. So we have McKinnon and Saunders are our puppet manufacturers in Manchester, and they have some great sculptors who would literally take a drawing and then do like 5 or 6 little tiny sculpts to try and get a sense of what the character would be like in a 3D form. But pretty much all the characters went right from Tim's little sketch, a little drawing, and then right into the works without a character designer really in the interim.
If you look at Henry Selick's Nightmare Before Christmas, who Henry directed it, a lot of Tim's influences in it. Corpse Bride, brilliant movie, but a lot of influences from other character designers. Tim really wanted to design these characters himself, and a lot of what we're standing in front of right now are Tim's sketches and original maquettes, because he wanted to turn his drawings into the actual characters from the film. He saw this as kind of his story, so he directed it, he designed the characters, and he put a lot more sweat equity into this movie than I think any other stop-motion movie he's worked on, because it was so personal for him. We went to the studio really early, and it was never a choice of doing it in color, because he felt like if we're going to really pay tribute to the old monster movies, those were all, we grew up with them on TV in black and white, and why not do it that way in black and white 3D?
The classroom set, and that one we really wanted to, we felt it was a perfect example of sort of the ensemble cast of kind of crazy characters that Tim has created. So, one of the big things for him was to sort of showcase what would happen if other people in Victor's world got wind of the technology of bringing an animal back from the dead, but they didn't do it with the same sense of love and responsibility as Victor does. And so, of course, they don't make the hero of the movie. The teacher, the substitute teacher who's inspired them all to make these experiments is like a Vincent Price character. Mr. Rice-Krusky is his name. Frankenstein Family Kitchen. And that one to me was really about showcasing the design sensibility, Tim's gothic suburbia, just showing a little bit of the domestic life that Victor had before kind of all hell breaks loose and the dog comes back to life. The movie is sort of set in the mid-70s, sort of when Tim was young, so it does have a real sense of nostalgia for kind of Burbank or California at that time. The attic set, it's the place where Victor basically bonds with and hangs out with Sparky when he is alive, and then it is the location where he brings him back from the dead. So we thought it was a perfect thing we needed to bring here so you can really see that iconic image of Victor and Sparky right at the moment when he's kind of come back from the dead.
It doesn't really matter if you do a movie with a pixel or a pencil or a puppet, it's all story and character based, and we're lucky to work at a studio where we have somebody like John Lasseter as the head of the studio who gets that and loves animation no matter how it's done, and trusts somebody like Tim to deliver a really personal vision. To go to Tim and say, hey, let's make this big fun monster movie that's an homage to all those things it was a real dream come true.
FEARnet's coverage of Comic-Con 2012, presented by Resident Evil 6, in stores on October 2nd for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Pre-order now, rated M for mature.